Welcome to Anime Beacon, your one-stop spot for fast, thrilling anime recaps. Missed an episode? Want the whole story in minutes? We've got you covered, no filler, just fire from legendary sagas to hidden hits. We break it all down quick, clear, epic, hit play, catch up, stay ahead. This is Anime Beacon, where every second counts. In a world of gleaming towers and roaring machines, ruled by logic and war, there lived a king. Not just any king, a conqueror. King Gray, a name whispered in fear, a man whose blade ended empires, whose presence silenced battlefields. And yet, within that iron heart, a shadow remained. He had power, he had victory, but never peace. One day, amidst the silence of his palace, a weight crushed his chest, and darkness took him. But death was only the beginning. He opened his eyes, not in flames or void, but in light. As he drifted into a glowing lake, a voice echoed, "In your next life, seek the light." And then, a new beginning. A pair of strangers stood over him, their eyes warm, their hands gentle. Reynold, Alice. They called him Arthur. He wasn't dead. He had been reborn as a child, helpless, small, powerless. The once mighty king, feared by thousands, now cradled in a woman's arms. How ironic. Arthur felt trapped, like a prisoner in a soft, quiet dream. But this was no dream. One day his father shattered a massive boulder with his bare hands, and his mother healed his bleeding head. Without medicine, magic, real, powerful, alive. Arthur watched, learning. His new world was filled with power and danger. Everyone carried weapons. Even peace seemed to be protected by blades. So he waited, watched, prepared. For the first time in his lives, he felt warmth, not from fire or conquest, but from the arms of a mother. And as months passed, he crawled, he studied, he remembered. The world was called Decathan, divided into three kingdoms. The underground realm of dwarves, the deep, hidden forests of the elves, and the human-dominated kingdom of Sapin, where he now lived. This world was ruled not by science, but by mana, an ancient force alive in the air. Only 1 in 100 could control it. Some used it to enhance their bodies, enhancers. Others shaped the world around them, conjurers. And the key to it all was forming a mana core. Arthur remembered something like it. In his past life, they called it Kai. So he trained, quietly, relentlessly. Even when his body failed him, his mind never did. But something strange worried his mother. 2 years passed, and Arthur never laughed. How could he? He had seen too much. Swordplay, his only comfort, became his secret obsession. Though his mother disapproved, his soul longed for the blade. He began visiting the town, reading every book he could find, learning, absorbing, preparing. 2 years later, he succeeded. The mana core, his rebirth was now complete. But it came with chaos. One failed session, a burst of power, an explosion, smoke, debris. His father, wounded. But his parents didn't blame him. They didn't yell. They cried, not from pain, but from fear, one of losing him. And in that moment, floating above the wreckage, glowing with raw mana, Arthur was no longer just a child. Still, the emotions around him were strange. Why cry for love? Why mourn duty? These were things no book ever taught him. Not in this world, not in the last. And not in the last. And in the shadows beyond this peaceful life, something watches, something waits. The beginning, is far from the end. Thanks for watching, fellow anime adventurer. If this video lit up your anime world, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Anime Beacon, where every story shines brighter. Hit the bell so you never miss a moment of epicness. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay legendary.